about Cardinal Malcolm Ranjit, the the head of Roman Catholic of Sri Lanka, his request to President Gotabaya Rajapaksa to provide a credible answer to all questions that the Roman Catholic Church of Sri Lanka has raised on Easter Sunday attacks. So I think we can understand how the Archbishop feels about this tragic, pathetic, bomb blast. So I think all other, you know, auxiliary bishops of Colombo uh, and uh, and a few other priests, they have said they will be forced to agitate for action through alternate means if their request is not met. So, like now, I think the main question that His Eminence Cardinal Ranjit raises is that together with the bishops and the priests of the Roman Catholic Church of Sri Lanka, is that to take action against President Maithripala Sirisena, whom the Presidential Commission of Inquiry had said there is criminal liability in his part. The thing is, the problem is the Presidential Commission of Inquiry is not a legal body. So, a Presidential Commission of Inquiry is just any other set of people, group of people investigating about a problem or a disaster like carnage, like the Easter carnage. So, the thing is, since the Presidential Commission of Inquiry had already got some details about this, the problem is now in Sri Lanka there's a precedent with regard to the Presidential Commissions of Inquiry. Whenever there is a Presidential Commission of Inquiry, even if it is the Batalanda Commission, which is a Presidential Commission of Inquiry on which brought Mr. Ranil Wickremesinghe into the commission, the precedence is that no legal action proceeds after that. The commission get the information and that's all. Normally, Presidential Commissions of Inquiry handles things that cannot be sorted out through the legal process, and it's mostly about the national matters, national security or national defense matters. Only the Presidential Commission of Inquiries are appointed, not like normally, if you take some normal incidents which have no connection to the national security, no Presidential Commissions of Inquiry is appointed. So, in this way, normal precedence of the Presidential Commission of Inquiry since its inception by President J.R. Jayawardena is that they do not go forward for a legal solution. So, I don't think the High Court or action can be possible against President Maithripala Sirisena, because now in this case he is the president of our country. He was a president, so no country can bring to court one of its past presidents, like as that can happen in countries like South Korea or Japan. But in Sri Lanka's traditional cultural context, we cannot do that. And on the other hand, the criminal proceedings against Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe, according to His Eminence Cardinal Ranjit Malcolm, the Presidential Commission on Inquiry on this matter, Easter carnage, has found serious act of reasonability for his soft approach on Islamic terrorism. And former Minister Rishad Baduddin, Riyaj Baduddin, Dr. Mohammed Sulyan Mohammed Sapras, Ahmed Talis, whom the Commission has recommended criminal procedures and bribery charges of certain police officers, 2 officers attached to the Attorney's Department, and Mr. A.L.A.M. Hizabullah, who had facilitated the spread of extremism in Qatar. So I think other than President Maithripala Sirisena and Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe, because they are our national leaders, we cannot bring them to the courts according to Sri Lankan traditional, cultural and the legal norms in the last 2,500 years. A head of state or a king in that case cannot be brought before the court. They are normally that's why the Presidential Commission of Inquiry had, I think, appointed, because, and not without a legal proceeding in the High Court, because here it's a matter involving the national security as well as country's leaders, as well as some, other politicians and other extremist groups from outside Sri Lanka. So, but I think in this case, former Minister Rishad Baduddin, Riyaj Baduddin, Dr. Mohammed Sulyan Mohammed Sapras, Ahmad Talib, and all others, Hizabullah and Attorney General, Office Department, they have recommended 2 police officers bribery allegations. So they can be brought before the courts, definitely. I think there is no problem in bringing them and charging them at the High Court of Sri Lanka. There must be I think probably as a tribute to, to remember this carnage, a special High Court of Sri Lanka on Easter carnage must be incorporated, and then these people must be charged officially, and not really the President or the Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe, because President Maitripala, because they are our leaders, we cannot bring them before the court, but certain other restrictions can be placed on their future behaviors. In order to, since Mr. Ranil Wickremesinghe, he was implicated in Batalanda Commission, then he had a false peace process that evolved into a Molawaikal genocide, and Batalanda process at that time resulted in JVP innocent youth assassinations, and then Easter Carnage. Now, because of that, some restrictions are needed for Mr. Ranil Wickremesinghe and President Maithripala Sirisena also, but not in the court system. And also, I can remember when I wanted to buy a car in 2017. I just before 1 year, I did not have money to buy the car. So I went to St. Anthony's Church somewhere in 2016, and I touched all the saints, the statues there, and then finally, I was thinking I must get the classes to collect money to buy a car within as soon as possible, because it was hard for me to travel by bus. Then finally I came to the middle of the church, and I think it was the Jesus of St. Anthony's Saint's statue. I was just closing eyes and thinking I must get the classes to collect, buy money and buy the car as soon as possible. And at that moment, when I opened the eyes, some person who was in the church praying, I am a Buddhist person, I am not a Roman Catholic, but according to Gautama Buddha's teaching, we can respect others' religions. So accordingly I proceeded. So then someone, as I opened the eyes, somebody in the audience in the church, walked and gave me immediately like a small card with hymns, and he said, read this, you will get what you want. And I was so surprised, and I immediately went through it, and once again I thought I must get this money. And to be honest, like within 1 year I collected nearly 30 lakhs within just 1 year, and I was to buy my car and survive after that, my life and everything after that. So because of that, it's very important to honor our commitments to other religions. So that is why, in order to make sure that we respect the Cardinal Ranjit's wish as the head of the Roman Catholic Church, these people must be brought before a special High Court of Sri Lanka on Easter carnage. And then we are about of Sara, the Muslim lady who had apparently escaped. I can remember about 5-6 months ago, when I was in the car in W.D. Silva Mawatha, W.D. Silva Mawatha Gold Road, I turned from Vellavatta and entered from Vellavatta, from the Dehiwala to Vellavatta to, W.D. Silva Mawatha Junction, and then I entered the W.D. Silva Mawatha, proceeded a little bit, and then just near the close place where the, W.D. Silva Mawatha Falls connects with the Hamden Lane, I stopped, and I was doing some videos at that time on YouTube. Then at that moment, I saw one lady wearing the, black, the female Islam dress, not covering the face, but everything else was covered in black. And then she was about 5 meters in front of my car, but I noted, but I did not bother care about her, because I was recording and focusing on my speech on the YouTube. Then still I noted, when I was recording, I just had an eye contact, and she was just looking at my car, even though she was just standing. So I also didn't mind, because I had no problem. But then I noted, like, there were several people passing her, and she just patiently still waiting, looking at me as the driver on the car when I was stopped on the road, when I had stopped the vehicle. But then I just finished my YouTube video, several videos I did on that day, and after that, when I was to do the next video, all of a sudden there was a heavy downpour, rain. At that moment also, I noted, strangely, this lady, Muslim lady, Sri Lankan Muslim lady, was standing without moving to the, just there was a eating place or some shop for cover from the rain. She was standing on the rain without umbrella. At that time, I thought, why is this? And I remember this could be this escaped Sarah, which whom Cardinal Ranjit refers to, I immediately at that point, still she was not moving, and even though it was raining, she was looking at me and getting wet and still waiting there. Because the weeks before I put some very criticized videos about Islam religions, this extremism, and I had put certain very highly critical videos. So I did my duty towards country. I was not bothered about the whoever there. So I will, I always know, as long as we protect this country, nothing can go wrong. So still this lady was there with the heavy downpour falling on her. Then immediately I noted this could be somebody, she was very kind not to look at me and look down and look at me, look down, and maybe she wanted me to leave that area immediately. And then I started my vehicle and went, and then after about leaving about 20 meters, I looked from my side mirror to know that she also left from a three-wheeler. So this is why the law, nature's law of karma, if everything it depends on, rights and the wrongs and the goods and the bads. And as long as you do everything to serve this country honestly, to total commitment and dedication and its people, and it protects its territorial integrity and the unitary status, nothing can ever go wrong, as these examples prove.